Welcome to Video 2, Prevention Resources and Education for Parents, Review of Current Trends in Substance Use. My name is Kelley Lyons, and I am one of the Education Alliance coordinators at Caron. When it comes to the latest trends and statistics regarding student substance use, don't worry about trying to understand and stay in the know. We will share some information in this presentation that you might find helpful, and we will share some great resources for you to learn if you are interested. What we would like to help you understand and take action on is the why your child might choose to use a substance, and what are the ways you can help prevent them from experiencing consequences that could impact their future. First and foremost, we want to dispel the myths that all students use substances. In fact, the latest information shown here gives a far better understanding that not only are most kids not using, rather, the majority of teens choose not to use. Of the students that are using, we are going to focus in on the most commonly used substances: nicotine, alcohol, and cannabis. So let's discuss alcohol. Alcohol can damage the structure of the adolescent brain and interfere with its development. It can increase risky behaviors by reducing inhibitions. Alcohol worsens symptoms of anxiety and depression and can contribute to self-harm and suicidal behavior. Kids who start drinking as teens greatly increase their chances of developing a substance use disorder or addiction later in life. As parents, we need to challenge our perception that it's normal, almost expected that teens will drink. When we send mixed messages to our kids about the use of alcohol, it gives them the impression that you are okay with their use or that you won't be mad if they do. But consider, kids whose parents allow them to drink alcohol consume more in a shorter period of time than adults who drink. Parents who also allow their kids to drink in their home, thinking that they are creating a safe place for them to drink, are getting more than they bargained for. Not only are there serious legal consequences for social hosting, the research tells us that kids drink more in this setting and bring other substances into the home without the parents' knowledge, creating a more dangerous environment. Next, we're going to talk about nicotine, particularly in the form of vaping, a concerning trend that is popular even among younger students. There are many concerns about vaping nicotine. We know this substance is highly addictive and harms the central nervous system, including cardiovascular, respiratory, and reproductive systems. It changes the structure of the brain and impedes development. Nicotine negatively affects the teen's learning ability, their ability to pay attention, their mood, impulse control, not to mention it amplifies anxiety and depression and overall stress. Vaping products can be disguised to look like everyday items, like pens, USB drives, or even highlighters, making them easy to hide and harder for parents to find. Lastly, I want to discuss cannabis or marijuana. Don't get caught up in the medical use or legality of cannabis. The reality is it is not legal for teens. And putting aside the lack of research that supports many of the medicinal claims, we know for teens and their developing brain, it is not healthy. There are far better medications for our kids that could treat whatever ails them. The cannabis of today is not the same as when we were teenagers. What parents need to know is that cannabis has changed in potency and in appearance, making it significantly stronger today and therefore more addictive than in the past. In the short term, cannabis impairs motor skills, memory, learning, judgment, while increasing panic attacks, paranoia, and sometimes psychosis due to the high levels of THC in cannabis today. In the long term, cannabis can cause a chronic cough and other respiratory concerns, impact academic and athletic performance, increase mental health concerns, and bring on the onset of schizophrenia and other serious mental health disorders. We know cannabis can affect fertility and can lead to a substance use disorder or addiction. But again, parents, you do not need to be experts. Just know that all substances will negatively affect your child's developing brain and have the potential to cause life-changing consequences. Instead, focus on the why your child might choose to use this substance and help them develop positive coping strategies or alternatives. Lean into the resources all around you for help: teachers, counselors, pediatricians, and other community resources. There are plenty of professionals waiting to help you. Thank you for taking the time to join me for this review of prevention resources and education for parents and caregivers on current trends in substance use. Although we focused on the most commonly used substances by teens, alcohol, nicotine, and cannabis, for more information on other trends, please visit www.caron.org/Education Alliance.